The festive season has arrived, and many Kenyans have already made plans to travel for the holidays as they make time to rest, take a break from their daily routines, and connect with their loved ones. That sounds like a good way to spend time during the Christmas break, but what if those plans don't fit within their budgets? Mint starts now. Also on Mint, the back-to-school rush, how parents can prepare for school fees. Paint, fabric, and newspapers, the art of Cyprian Kiswili. The Bottle Boss, how Kiseki is giving waste a second life.
Earn it, spend it, save, invest. Earn it, spend it, save, invest. Mola, kila siku niko chesa. Mola, make more bila stress. Mola, kila siku waste. Mola, make more bila stress.
Many of us agree that holidays are worth spending on. After all, they bring joy, create memories, and offer a much-needed break from daily life. However, they are also costly because transport, food, accommodation, and experiences do not come cheap. These expenses increase further during peak seasons such as Christmas due to higher demand for goods and services. On Money Moves tonight, we ask Kenyans whether it's a wise financial decision to borrow for a holiday or to save up and enjoy it stress-free.
Earn it, spend it, save, invest.
'Tis the season for giving, making merry and creating memories with friends and family. For some, that means the beach is calling, flights are filling up, and road trips to Ushago are beckoning. But what if your wallet is not ready? The big question is, should you take a holiday loan to fund that trip? For many, a holiday is a luxury, not a necessity. And that is where our conversation begins.
I feel like holidays are sort of a luxury. So if you don't have the money to celebrate, opt for a cheaper option.
Going for an holiday is not an emergency, it's something you have to plan for.
I think taking loans, first of all, as a concept is silly. Unless you really have a good reason to take a loan. Loans are very expensive from experience. So for whatever the reason, I try and avoid loans by all means. That's including when going for a holiday. I'd rather save.
Saving rather than borrowing appears to be the wiser choice. And the reason? Debt takes away the joy.
If you're saving for a holiday trip, it should be something that you enjoy throughout, even if you're done with the holiday trip. I don't have to think about debt now. If I do have debt, I'll enjoy my trip. Then later on, I'll be like, how am I even paying this debt back?
If you don't have the money and you go about borrowing from different places, I feel like that's not a wise money idea.
So, how do they go about planning their holidays?
So I did a plan based on that. I knew I had to save during the year. And my target was to be able to have the money by around September, latest October, for December.
I usually put my money in money market.
My last holiday, I saved for over a year for me to be able to go for that holiday. So I was saving a given percentage from my salary for that holiday.
And sometimes, mom picks up the tab.
I went with my mom, so she was doing most of the spending, but I was chipping in a bit.
Holiday costs can quickly add up, and these are some of the items that drain their budgets.
Food, transport, Ubering around, entertainment, obviously, you go out, drinks.
Mostly transport, but it's most especially food. Yes, I love exotic foods.
Last year specifically, the major cost for me was motoring. Because the journey we were going as a family and it had to involve a lot of motoring. And that was a major cost. But apart from that, usually it's accommodation.
Ultimately, the amount spent on a holiday depends on one's personal financial situation and priorities. But is it financially wise to allocate a large amount of your money to travel?
Yeah, if you have it, why not? Spend as much as you want.
You have to treat yourself. You have to experience a good life as you work.
If you enjoy traveling, spend every coin you have on that.
If you've planned for it well, then you just go for it, yes.
Earn it, spend it, save, invest.
January is around the corner, and that only means one thing. The back to school rush is almost here. A new school year for many means new books and new uniforms. It comes with pressure, planning, and parents' pockets feeling lighter than expected. Tonight, we speak to parents about how they manage school expenses, the challenges they face, and the hacks they have learned.
Back to school season starts with the little ones at the center of it all. Their ages and personalities shape the parents' decisions.
I have 2 kids in school, one in grade 5, and the other one in grade 9.
I have 2 daughters. One is going to grade 2 next year, and the other one is going to playgroup.
My daughter just turned 2 years old.
School is not just a place where children go. It is one of the biggest things families plan their lives around. School fees averages between 20,000 Kenyan shillings to 2 million Kenyan shillings per term, depending on the school and the level of education. The challenge, however, is not the amount, but the timing of it. January has a way of arriving loudly, with expenses that hit all at once.
They grow way too fast, especially for things like dresses or shoes, whatever maybe you thought would last the entire year. For example, the shoes, you find now that they are a bit smaller, so you have to buy a new pair.
When they are opening schools, you have to do almost everything. You start with the school fees. There is budget for stationaries, budget for uniform, and then also now other expenses that in most cases you can't be able to predict because these are kids.
For some parents, loans become the quick fix. For others, the last resort. So, how can you navigate this sensitive decision?
It will depend with an individual. But you can, depending on the financial situation maybe you are facing, you can opt for a loan, but with a caution. Would you be able to service that facility?
I wouldn't recommend taking loans for school fees because number one, school fees is not an emergency because it's something that you pay 3 times a year. So probably budget for it if it's even monthly. Put aside even if it's 10K or 20K, so that by the time a new term comes around, you have something even to, I don't know if they put deposit for school fees, so that even if you don't come up with the whole amount, you have something at least.
Planning ahead is a shared challenge for every parent, but it has to be done. Whether it is to avoid the January rush or simply create breathing room, every family finds their own way of preparing for the next school term.
My strategy is saving in our money market fund currently. And also the good thing is every year I see what my kids' school does is they give you a discount if you pay early. So for example, Bana, if I pay before say December 15th, I get a 5% discount. So who wouldn't want to enjoy a few thousands of school fees?
I usually pay my school fees before Christmas to ensure that that burden of now having to think where would I get money to pay school fees or maybe I was spent during the holiday season. To avoid that pressure, I usually pay before, actually by 20th December.
I think it's always important to plan ahead, and we sat down as her parents and decided that it's important for us to prepare before she gets of age to go to school. You know, she's going to school next year, so as she turns 3. And so it's important for us to ensure that we have what it will take for her to go through the education system. And so we decided to start saving immediately she was born. Currently, how we save it is that we have 2 accounts that we are saving in. We both belong to a SACCO, and the SACCO has a school fees account. So each of us puts in some money in their school fees account.
January fees can be heavy, and parents have learned different ways to soften the blow.
Start by even paying the school fees in November, because you know after December it's the January hangover, and even if you want to borrow from your friends, no one has money to give you. So yeah, plan way in advance. Put aside a little something every month so that by the time January comes around, you're not hopping around from bank to bank or the mobile money loans to pay school fees.
If you are paying for school fees in January, pay it early before you get into the Christmas period, if that's what you need to do. The other thing is that you, for next year, start saving in January. It helps to ensure that you don't have a backlog of expenses towards schooling. And so for those who have not been preparing for it, it's time now to think, before I spend my money in December, how fast can I sort out the school fees issue, and then think how to go ahead of that.
Back to school season hits every family differently, but one thing stays the same. Planning better makes the journey easier. Whether you're a new parent who is planning ahead or you're managing the yearly January rush, every step towards preparation helps. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
Coming up, The Bottle Boss, how Kiseki is giving waste a second life.
Earn it, spend it.